is it time to come to the party? Okay, let's just finally let's get myself situated right here. All right. Okay, I'm getting. How's it going, gamers? Hello everyone, my name's Kofi Hime, and before we get on with today's video, I'd like to share some announcements. So, basically, I have more ways to make money now, and by that you're probably wondering, Kofi, what are you even talking about? Well, I have a Patreon and a RedBubble now. So here's my Patreon. I only have 4 tiers currently, a $1, $5, $10, $20, but you get more perks as the more you donate. My page mainly revolves more around my art rather than my videos, and that might change actually as time goes on, and if my channel does get more popular, which I kind of doubt it at this point, but I mean, if it happens, then it happens. Also, I have a RedBubble, and you know, I have shirts and stuff like that. I have shirts and stickers. Please consider buying my merch because not only are you supporting me, but you're also supporting RedBubble, which is a damn good company. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, now let's get on with the topic now, shall we? So today's video is a topic that I never expected myself to be talking about, but here I am, I guess. Now you're probably wondering, what are you talking about today? Well, to explain briefly, there was this drama in 2018 over this character known as Silver the Hedgehog from the Sonic series, and that was like back in 2018, and now it got revived in like late 2019, and it's still going on. But yeah, by that, I'm assuming you know who I'm talking about, and if you don't, the person that I'm going to be talking about and reviewing their video is Sonic93. For those of you who don't know, Sonic93 is a commentator and ranter who's done a lot of rants on people on DeviantArt specifically, and she talks about other topics as well, and she's most commonly known for her Akai Dahlia rant that she did with another person known as Amy-chan. I think I have seen it, but it's been like 5 years roughly. So I don't remember specifically. So when I saw videos made ranting on her, the name Sonic93 rang a bell to me, but after discovering that she was part of this Akai Dahlia rant video, that's probably why. And that's probably one of the reasons that you might know her. The other reason you might know her is for this video where she rants about somebody ranting about Silver's character like I explained earlier. Unfortunately, that video isn't really on YouTube anymore, but it is in Alduin Djinka's rant video, which is one of the videos she covered last year, by the way. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the most recent video that she's done on this drama on Dumbsville. Now you're probably wondering, why specifically Dumbsville? Well, I'd like to say this. As somebody who's personally interacted with Dumbsville, I'd like to defend him and why Sonic93's video isn't really the most smart decision to make, to put it lightly. In her video, she talks about Dumbsville's video back in 2018, and she doesn't even do that till halfway through the video, which I kinda don't really understand. But in the first half, she does talk about her perspective and her side of things, and God, I can barely decipher half of it personally. But without further ado, let's get on with her video.
Hello everyone, this is Sonic93 here with some more videos regarding the drama last year and the drama of the present.
Hey Sonic93, why did you wait a whole year to talk about old drama? I mean, I can understand like a few weeks or a few months, but a whole year? A whole year? Why?
Which I honestly think is even worse than the last one.
Huh. I wonder why.
Anyways, before I go any further, let me just clarify one thing that people are extremely confused about and the things people have been keep asking me about on my Discord. That one being, why did you revive this drama? I thought you learned your lesson from it, only to be shown that you haven't and going against the people who talked about you and seeing them as trolls/haters, when all they were trying to do is to help you. Well, to sum it up what I said in my Melda Sugarplum video, after seeing what she did to other people by harassing them with her hateful opinion towards Silver, it inspired me to talk about the drama again to justify what I said in my original video.
What? So let me get this straight. You revived this drama for one of the sole purposes being to address the person that you talked about in your original video, and everyone else that tried to help you gets dragged along with it? That's not how it works. I mean, from what I've heard, Melody Sugarplum, aka the person that Sonic93 did her original video on, did some pretty shady shit from what I know. I don't know entirely what happened, but I've heard that she isn't exactly the best person, and I can understand addressing her and her only. But you're going out of your way to address people like Alduin Jajinka and Dumbsville, and you might even talk about other people that are talking about this stuff currently? That doesn't make any sense.
My main problem with Melody's points wasn't the fact that she wanted to criticize him, or it was a different opinion from mine. The problem I had was that she sounded more hateful to him rather than a huge fan, just pointing out things she didn't like about him.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. People can be really harsh when they criticize things, and I get that. That's understandable. But still, you're doing the quote-unquote huge fan thing when, even though they like a character, they're just criticizing them as much as it's harsh? That was the one thing that everyone had a problem with, and yet you're still doing it.
Not only that, but just because the drama died out, that doesn't mean it got solved. Yes, while everyone were willing to move on from it after I apologized, I myself wasn't able to because I didn't have the voice to speak and defend myself or the support I needed back when it started.
So that's why you waited a whole year, huh? I mean, you could have just defended yourself anyway. Like, for example, Onision defended himself anyway, in one of the worst ways possible, honestly, and all of his claims are complete and utter bullshit, but he still did it anyway when the drama was really relevant. It's still relevant to this day, so I mean, yeah. But waiting a whole ass year, to bring up the drama and then talk about your side? I'm never going to be able to understand that. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to, because honestly, it's better to address it when it's currently happening so you can finally get the closure you need at the time that you need it the most, whether you don't have that much support or whether you do. And trust me, I understand the mentality that people don't want both sides of the story. I get it. But still, it's the right thing to do to address it during that time when it's completely relevant and that you're relevant in order to clear your name. Waiting a whole year is just gonna bring more stuff into the whole mess that's literally just about one hedgehog, what?
You can't just expect me to move on from it while I was the one whom got the most affected by it and no one was interested to hear my side of the story.
Again, I understand feeling silenced due to drama, but you still had the chance to talk about it and talk about your side when it was relevant. I still don't get why you waited a whole year to bring it back up, and for what cost? You only caused more stuff to happen due to it.
As I have understood, people are concerned that my recent videos are going to quote-unquote ruin my career and reputation, and I'm just digging my own grave. Well, you see, I don't really care about the popularity and the fame, nor am I making any money out of my videos.
That's reasonable, but you're still digging yourself into your own grave, into like a deeper hole. Even if you don't care about the popularity or fame or even monetization, you're still damaging your reputation even if you do this.
A lot of the people are not even my audience and just arrived because it's a convenient event of, oh my god, Sonic93 is doing something horrible! The one whom is famous for her Kai and Yoshi rants had become the one she ranted about!
Ah, God, my ears. Oh, can you tone yourself down a little bit? Jesus. Okay, I can understand being a little bit upset about people hate watching you, but you kinda did become what you ranted about. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now, with all that out of the way, let's talk about the second video that did not make my situation any easier from the drama. The one and only, none other than Dumbsville. I will say this right here, right now. This video is not to harass him, make him look bad, make lies about him, or me throwing out everything he was trying to do for me after I apologized. This is just me basically saying my thoughts and opinions of his video on me and the things I felt like he was saying that was very off. Besides, how can everyone feel entitled to make many videos of me for the sake of criticism, but I can't do the same thing in return?
No one has said that you can't criticize people back, but you chose the worst time to do so, and that's what everyone's upset about. You waited a whole last year. Hell, we're going on almost 2 years that this drama has been, around, apparently, and you're addressing it at the worst time possible when everyone's starting to forget about it and be like, oh yeah, that happened, and everyone was trying to move on, and you ended up trying to bring it back, so don't know what to tell you about that one.
You might wonder now why I feel disappointed in Dumbsville. Well, mainly because of how he handles different situations and him as a YouTuber himself. And just to clarify one thing, everything Dumbsville feels about this whole drama, I can't understand that, and he's entitled to feel whatever he feels. My issue, however, about it is that Dumbsville is too caught up with what he feels and has no interest in hearing me out.
So you say that Dumbsville lets his emotions get to him after making a video on you, someone he used to look up to, and then got an apology and then became good friends with you, and he considered you close, by the way, so, like, keep that in mind. And so he considers you a good friend, and then the DM conversation happens where he tries to ask you about why you thought it's a good idea to make a video on him? If something like that were to happen to me, I'd feel hurt too. What I don't understand is why you don't understand that you technically betrayed him and his trust.
As I understood, the reason he feels what he feels is because he thought we were close friends, and I basically, quote unquote, haven't moved on from the drama, and I was planning to do this all along and backstabbed him. Which he kinda is right about. Me wasn't able to move on from the drama, and that is why these videos are made to begin with. That way I can give myself a closure and move on from what happened almost 2 years ago when the first drama started. And I never, quote unquote, planned to do this all along throughout the time we were talking. I can literally explain everything to him if he actually wants to hear me out, but like I said, he's too caught up with his own emotions.
Intentional or not, you still backstabbed him. Trust me, I've seen his Let's Talk About Sonic93 video, and I messaged him on Discord hoping that he was going to be okay after this. I went to check up on him because honestly, he's a cool guy, and I tried auditioning for one of his things before, and that's how we ended up becoming mutuals on Discord, and in the end, I just wanted him to be okay, and I wanted him to know that I'm all ears if he wanted anyone to talk to. He even told me that because of that, he was in such a bad mental state, and that all the support that he's gotten has really helped him a lot. It came to that point.
I always keep hearing that Dumbsville's behavior on YouTube is just a persona and he's different in person.
Hey, newsflash. Ever hear about hyping a persona up for the camera, or for the microphone, or whatever the case may be? I mean, I kinda do it to an extent as well, and I mean, so do you, and so does Dumbsville. We all do it. It's something that YouTube creators just do. But in our convos that we've had, he's such a really cool and down-to-earth person, and I even asked him if it was okay if I screen capped the convo that we had in December, and he was so chill with it. And the link for that'll be in the description as well, along with his video and Sonic93's video.
I have talked to him a few times, and I sincerely don't sense any differences. The impression he has given to me is that, is he genuine and caring, or is he an arrogant douchebag?
See, that's the problem right there. You've only talked to him like, what, 2 or 3 times, and you can't really discern what type of personality he has? Well, maybe if you two took the time to, actually, interact more, you'd probably be able to tell, oh, he's actually a really cool guy. Hell, my friend Kat talked to Dumbsville as well, and we were in a voice chat too when that happened, and she even made him fan art, and he was such a sweet and accepting kind of person from what she got. I think that alone should say something.
So, now that I said my short piece perspective of the whole Dumbsville situation, let's talk about his video. I will say that his video was much more bearable to watch than Alduin's. With her video, I barely survived without her lame, offensive jokes and that awful attitude.
And you don't have that?
Thomasville's video wasn't that important to make a commentary of.
Then why did you do it? Literally everyone said don't do it, you'll bring up more drama, and you still did it. Why? Anyway, I think that's it for me. All the links to everything will be in the description down below. Sonic93, if you're watching this, my only question is, why did you wait a whole year to respond to this? And that's it. See ya.